everybody, welcome back to another fantastic episode of Ready to Die Fighting. I'm Chris, and I've got my rusty cast iron lid here. That 1 hour long vinegar and water bath that I gave it, like acid bath, turned into like overnight. So, it's probably fine. Got my hair done though. So now I'm going to neutralize that acid. Oh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my previous video about, let's see, was it restoring an old rusty cast iron, part 1. This is part 2. So I scrubbed it with a wire brush, soaked it in some vinegar water. It was supposed to be for about an hour, ended up being overnight. And now I'm just dumping on some good old-fashioned sodium bicarbonate, made by these lovely people, to neutralize that acid. I'm just dumping that on there. Because it's always just fun to mix vinegar and baking powder and baking soda anyway. Alright. Like and subscribe if you find this interesting. Or even if you don't, just subscribe anyway. You're here watching. Even if it is just to be a hater. If you're a hater, subscribe anyway. That way you don't miss any opportunities to hate on the other stuff that I'm doing. Got some steel wool. Aluminum is a bit reactive, but I normally use just like scraps of aluminum foil as like a scrubber. Got baking soda and rust and vinegar and all that. I don't know, but I may end up trying it. And then I've got some fine steel wool. This is what, 10000. It's a super fine grade. And so now I'm just going to scrub. Let's see what happens. Are we in view? I have a bad habit of not putting things in view. I'll scrub it with the baking soda. That's just extra grit, right? I mean, who really cares? That's looking pretty good. I'm seeing some black. Seeing some black here, which I did not see before. Yeah, it looks like this is looking a lot better than what it was before, for sure. But yeah, you can see I was scrubbing just here, not so much here, and yeah, it's coming off. Oh, look how filthy that is. Yeah, it's coming off. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this video, because it's basically just me doing this. And maybe if I've got something interesting to say, I'll keep recording. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do any editing on this to like fast forward or anything like that. So, this is kind of nice. It's cool on here. is a lot of work for a lid that I don't have a pot to. But it's not particularly difficult. Getting a better idea of what works and what doesn't. I count this as a workout. It's not a heavy workout, but every little bit helps, right? It all adds up over the course of the day. Did I tell you guys that I found out I was pre-diabetic? Kind of sucks. However, I found that with even the smallest amount of exercise, now when I say I'm pre-diabetic, I'm like pre-diabetic. Like just barely over that line. I'm like on the line of pre-diabetic and not pre-diabetic at all. But that's like the perfect time to catch it, right? Make some lifestyle changes now. Build up some good habits, learn more about it. I mean, I am overweight, I'm getting older. I'm black and Native American. I've got like all the high risk stuff, even though it doesn't run in my family. But in my family, we die young. So maybe you just never got a chance to have diabetes. But at any rate, with just a little bit of exercise, I find that I can keep my blood sugar in check just by moving around and just like my average stuff. So I do count this as exercise. I mean, it's kind of silly, but just this level of movement I find is enough to burn off some of that sugar. So it's like little stuff like this, man. Doesn't have to be a big laborious workout, working up a big sweat. Yesterday I ate a lot of carbs. I went for a very easy, leisurely, casual bike ride, about 5 miles. It wasn't hot out, it was a lovely, cool, overcast day. It took us, I don't know, half an hour maybe. I didn't time to see how long it took. I went by miles, not by time. And by the time we were done, my blood sugar was under 100, like 95 or something like that, which is really good. So, just little changes. So now, whenever I eat something that's really carb heavy, I just go on a walk, go on a bike ride, move around a little bit, shadow box, scrub a pan. And at least for me right now, that's all it takes. And I had a leftover pancake today for breakfast. So I do need to do something. I actually should be at jiu-jitsu right now, but I missed it. I had to take Nate to the doctor and drop him off at his summer school. And by the time I did that, it was just kind of too late to make it. So I'll probably do a just a workout at home with some kettlebells or something. Make up for it. Or maybe drill with my little dummy. Might do that. Probably won't record it. Or maybe I will. If there's a technique I can think of that I feel confident in showing. I don't know. This is looking pretty good, I think. I'm going to keep scrubbing it. But look at that. If you watched the first video, you saw what this thing looked like. That's a massive improvement. So I'm gonna keep going, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. Oh, you know what? Here's here's the pot that this lid goes in. So the lid, and this is actually after me scrubbing a bit. So this is what it used to look like, was of the same or similar condition. And now this is a pretty thin layer of rust that we got going on, and I think this is gonna clean up pretty good. So in the next video I will move on to the next step, but here we are. This is after an acid bath, some initial scrubbing with a wire brush, neutralize that acid with some baking soda, and going after it with a little scrubber, which is a little elbow grease, as they say. And next, we'll see how it looks, but I'll probably get to oiling it up and maybe even season this bad boy for part 3. See how it goes. Might even try to find a pot to put it on. I might go do that. I might run to the store and see if I can find a pot to fit my lid. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and I will see you next time.